So one of the worst comments I hear from customers when we're talking about new systems is we don't think it's broken, so why fix it? And unfortunately, with the growth of technology and the speed at which technology is changing, that's actually an incorrect statement. Every business is pretty much with a broken system because someone is out there developing something better that would make their competitors work better than them. So the new sort of way of thinking is how do we always constantly improve our infrastructures, systems, and how we can be better. And specifically, I think where the move when ERPs are to have the best in class in each of the different areas of the business. So it's no longer a one size fits all ERP, but people will be buying the best finance system, the best CRM system, the best e-commerce platform, the best payroll system, and then kind of integrating them all. And the problem with that is obviously they're disconnected systems. They weren't built as an ERP which seamlessly integrates or one database. So there's a whole lot of costs associated with having the best in class and having them not connected seamlessly. The obvious one is that there's generally manual processes going from one system to another, whether it's an export or an import, which is normally the cheapest and most cost-effective integration. But you can imagine that taking data from one system to another, there's going to be some sort of manipulation, generally in Excel, where you're formatting the data into the correct format to put into another one. So this cost has a lot of different elements to it. One is the potential errors when that data goes into the new system. Secondly, there's a potential for fraud. Information is now freely available in Excel that should be confidential within systems. The third one is the person generally doing this has to have some sort of level of intelligence to do this understanding of what data needs to be mapped to the other one. As a result of that, you've got some very valued employees doing some very manual and tedious work. So you're paying quite a lot of money for this integration. This is generally not taken into account whenever we talk about integrating or automating systems. It also means that businesses can't scale. And by that, I mean that if you've got an intelligent person doing sort of manual integration, they're not looking at the future or using their skill sets for the business to look forward and competing with their competitors. They're just doing the manual day-to-day tasks. In the same manner, the technology can't handle an increase in volume. So suddenly there's an increase in sales, that manual task becomes tenfold. With a scalable integration and the ability to kind of make those business processes automated, you suddenly have the potential to use your staff better, less likelihood of errors going from one system to another, and also that your systems are in sync. So you get a better view and visibility across the entire organization. So that's what we're kind of finding in the finance space. And we believe that a lot of people are looking for the best in class and to look to scale their businesses. And they can't do either unless they integrate the systems. And then after they've done the integrations, what they want to do is to look at automation. And we find this is another pitfall. The key word with automation, AI, is people want to jump there first. The first step is always the integration, making sure the data from one system is getting to the other and seamlessly and accurately. Then look to automate. The automation going first generally is to automate a manual process. You never want to automate a manual process because it has probably got bugs in it or inefficiencies within that process. And that's another pitfall we find when people want to integrate their systems and try and make them seamless across.